This week is divided up into really two parts as well. I kind of started doing that a little bit last week, but more clearly emphasized the division of the two parts of the week here for this week. And what I'm going to do then on probably Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Wednesday, is record a little video going over a little bit with macros. And the reason I'm doing that is I'll just kind of give you an upfront here, preface this a little bit, that I know students are using different programs right now for spreadsheets. And I believe most of you are either using the standard kind of PC based Excel or the Microsoft 365 version of Excel or Google Sheets. And so how you approach macros with all three of those is very different. So that's why I kind of want to go over those a little bit and kind of piece it together for you. Really, and just just to kind of emphasize one other thing, just to clarify that even though Microsoft 365, Excel, which a lot of you are using, I know, and the PC based version of Excel, that kind of full version of Excel software is same. However, the interface is different, as most of you have figured out now, and I've kind of been working with some of you on navigating through that different interface. But with this macros, it's a little bit more of a pronounced difference. So I want to make sure that you know that going into this up front. And I will tell you that actually my thought on this is that the Microsoft 365 Excel is much easier to use to record macros. So that's my kind of thought on that. And then as well, my belief is that Google Sheets is quite user friendly for recording macros as well. So here's my recommendation in short. Either you use the Microsoft 365 or you use the Google Sheets. And I really want to introduce you to Google Sheets. So this would be a really good time to use the spreadsheet program Google Sheets for the macros component of this here. So what I have here, two different tutorials here. One of them is Microsoft Excel creating macros, and then the other one is Google Sheets creating macros. And again, I'll post a video going over all three of these and how you actually perform the functions of creating macros, which, by the way, are just ways that when you're in doing a lot of formatting to your spreadsheets, that you can record certain actions and you can record cell styles and formatting stuff and all that stuff so that you don't have to go through and do it all manually again. You can record your steps, and then just simply by clicking on the run button within the macro or the recording, it'll create all of that for you. Just once you have it recorded, you can recreate that over and over and over and over again just by clicking one button. Okay, so again, I'll get into more details of that, but what I'd like for you to think about now is which of these three that you want to use. You want to use Microsoft 365, you want to use the Microsoft Excel desktop PC version, the full version, or do you want to use Google Sheets? Okay, so I want you to think about that for now, and I'd like for you to email me, please, definitely before Tuesday night, telling me which one that you want to use, and then I'll post, like I said, I'll post that video going over all three of them on Wednesday. So for the first part of the week, the Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday, you're going to be working on doing a little bit more of formatting and making navigating a larger spreadsheet a little bit easier. So the tutorials are here. Okay. These are tutorials specifically for sorting and filtering, And basically, what this is, if you have large amounts of data and you want to be able to sift through them, there are there are features and functions within Excel and Google Sheets where you can sort through that and eliminate stuff that you don't need so that your data set becomes smaller. When you start doing a lot of research and things like that, if you're going to go into graduate school, really understanding how the sort and filter works is going to be very helpful for you. We are going to be using this for your final project, so definitely go over these tutorials. They're linked here, and then the attachments for the exercises that you're going to be working on are here as well. So again, very much like last week, the tutorials are here, and then these are the practice attachments. Once you get that done, the next two components in here are kind of like that quiz like you did last week with conditional formatting type stuff. So you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna take the quiz. Of course, my screen looks a little different here. This one is related to sort and filter. And then the next one is very much the same in terms of it's that quiz feature. This is freezing and locking panes. This allows you, if you've ever been, in a large spreadsheet and you're scrolling down and you don't remember what was at the top, you don't remember what your headers are. There are ways that you can freeze the panes, to the left and to the top, or just to the top, or just to the left, so that when you're scrolling through your data set within the spreadsheet, you can still see the heading or the rows or column headings as you scroll through. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions, just get in touch with me. But for now, I'd like for you to think about what you want to be using for the macros component of it for the second part of the week. Again, the options are Excel full version for desktop PC. So like if you'd go sit down in the labs on campus, yeah, when you would open up Excel, that would be the full version of Excel that's actually loaded onto a PC. It's not web based. It's loaded onto the computer or the server. The other one is Excel, Microsoft Excel 365, which the interface is a little bit different. Even though it's Microsoft Excel, the interface is different. And then the other version is Google Sheets, which of course is Google's spreadsheet program. Okay, that's it. Thanks for listening. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care.